Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Buses In, where today we are at the lovely place of Crystal Peaks with 11710 providing the 120 to halfway, starting us off. And obviously we have movement from the Opta Solo, or Switch, sorry, Opta Versa / Switch Versa, heading in on the Route 30. Just going in behind. Lovely 36725. I know I forgot to zoom out there, but we were quite, quick timing there. 37544 is just there, as well as that Vowel 2 was just pulled in there. Just a tram. Let's see who's next. Now coming in on the 252 to Crystal Peaks, 1406, Vowel 400 converted, which belongs to obviously TM Travel. Let's see who's next. Speaking of who's next, we have the lovely Opta Versa on Route 30 to Hallamshire Hospital via Woodhouse. Mercedes engineer. 828. Yeah, I know. Extra bouncing, yeah. The 1712 making his 710, sorry, making his debut on the 120 to halfway. There it goes. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the number 7 to Ecclesfield, 36725. There it goes. See who's next. Now coming out, by the Kip's Gemini Mark 1, 37544 and 120 to forward. See who's next. Now coming in on the 120 is the lovely Vowel 400 MC, Stagecoach Yorkshire 11649. There he is. We'll catch him when he departs as well. Let's see who's next. Now making its leave, the Vowel 400 converted, 1406 for TM Travel on the 252 to Sheffield via Eccleston. There we go. See who's next. Now coming in, South Light interest there, up to Versa on the Ep55 to Crystal Peaks. Following him is the lovely 120 to halfway, 11711. About 400 MC for Stagecoach. 26 to 4 Salvin has just turned up. 467 that one. See who's next. Now coming up, street deck low height version for first South Yorkshire on 120 to Crystal Peaks. This is what drives us.
35.
There we go.
933.
Yep, 35923. Yeah, Kia comes in now. Here comes into a nice, rather busy Chesterfield bus station now. Crystal Peaks. Sorry, not Chesterfield, wrong place. Wrong area. My mind's probably left by accident. See who's next. Now coming out is a Switch Versa X-Kitch Bus 1 on the route M45 to Frenchville. There he is. Following him out is a stagecoach car as well. 24 plate. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the 26 to Fort Salvin, 467, Switch Solo or Opta Solo. There he goes. Looking all lovely in his livery as always. gets going. See who's next. Moving on. 120 to Ranmore. 11649 coming out. Vowel 400 MC for the lovely stagecoach. As always, nice to see him. Let's see who's next. Now coming out. Lovely Vowel 400 MC. 11711. And the lovely stagecoach run 120 to halfway. There we go. Let's see who's next. Now coming in, the lovely Narrated Gemini 37552 on the route 120 to Crystal Peaks. Here he comes into the building. Well, into premises.
Not too much because of trees.
Here he comes.
I think somebody else's stand.
No, he's just stuck in this stand here. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the route.
Been on the route 7.
Just been on the route 7, no, not in service. 19462. He's now heading back to depot for a little cool down before he gets out and about again. Also going in on the M44 1152. Team travels up to Solo. Comes to join his fellow brother in. Yeah. And we're gonna have a little bit of issue. Anyway, we'll let these two have a riot. See you in a bit. Now coming out on 120 to forward. 35913. Low height street deck. Making his debut. Let's see who's next. 11722 coming in. 702 coming in, apologies. On the 120 to Ranmore by City Centre, of course. There he is, for 400 MC for Stagecoach Yorkshire. Speaking of Stagecoach Yorkshire, 11705 comes out on the 120 to halfway. 5 minutes up an intake. Not to be confused. Another tier and travel about 400 coming up. That's him. Let's see who's next. Once we have this guy coming. Oh, hang on. Speaking of next, number 30 to Hampshire Hospital coming in. 835, Observe Versa. Or Switch Versa, whichever way you want to call them. There we go. Let's see who's next.
There's that for the train. It's been in 252 out there.
Yeah.
120.
Now coming up on the 120 to Ranmore. 11702 again. About 400 MC. Let's see who's next. Now coming up 19457 on number 7 to Ecclesfield via intake and Manitoba. About 400. Nice to see him. Let's see who's next. We'll get 252 when it comes out.
Braves.
Now coming out on the old M55 to Plumbley. No, fucking said wrong then. 152. Taking his time. There he goes. As soon as I come on, I need to go to the garage. Let's see who's next. Now coming in on 120. 11710. There he goes.
Same one again.
Yep, same one. Oh, look, a nice little rainbow coming up. There he goes. Let's see who's next.
No, keep recording, jump on.
As we have our Gemini coming out. Nice timing. On a 120 to forward. 37552. RC pulling up. There he goes. The gorgeous Welcome to Gemini Mark 1. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on the 120k, 37492.
Then go 80 to Chesterfield.
And then it'll be on the 80 to Chesterfield after Kilmarsh.
I said no, I think. Oh, yeah, let's get more,
Here he comes to a stop. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the 252 to Sheffield via Eckington, apologies. 1409. That's not from the driver there. 252. About 400 converted. There he is. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on 120k to Kilmarsh, then 80 to Chesterfield. 3749 for 2. There he goes. Let's see who's next. Hello, Sage Road car. 25 plate. Let's see who's next. Now coming in is the beautiful observers for that of TM Travel. Ex-Kent bus again, I believe. Kent bus. On the M44 to Burley. There we go. See him come in. There we go to park up. On the driver's stand. Let's see who's next. Now coming out, not in service,
Dinner Route 7.
is the lovely previous Route 7, 19461, about 400. That's the same. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the route 120 to halfway via Crystal Peaks, 11674.
647.
47 apologies, yep. There he is, about 400 for Station Trucks. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the 120 to Ranmore via Waterfall, 11710. I'm city centre, obviously. There he goes. Let's see who's next. Now coming not in service, 11648.
Okay.
About 100 for Stage Trucks. That's it.
That's going to be Route 7.
Possibly. See who's next. Now coming up, Hightbush Street Lake HEV 35313. Coming in on the 120 to Crystal Peaks.
Last bus of the day.
And that's our last bus of the day. As always, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more. Thank you very much for watching, as we enjoyed creating this video for you all, as always. And it was a big goodbye from me and Paul Johnson.
No, you don't mention my name.
Yes.
Not the second one.
Yes. It's alright. Anyway, 35313 is our last bus today, so it's a big goodbye from Graham and Paul, part of the Western Line. Apologies about the 2-6, we've got 2 more. Decided to make an entrance. Stage Road, Velphone C, didn't quite get its footing number, and 37524 is last bus. They decided to come in at last minute, so anyway, see you all in the next one. Goodbye.